All right, so today we're diving into something I'm sure most of us can relate to,
Yeah.
coffee. I think about most of us have some kind of coffee ritual, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's that first cup in the morning or, maybe an afternoon pick-me-up.
Mm-hmm.
And you sent over some research on the benefits of drinking coffee.
Right.
And honestly, some of this stuff was news to me. I was pretty surprised by some of it.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating about coffee. Like, we all kind of have this idea that, oh, it's just about the caffeine, right? It wakes you up.
Right.
But it turns out
Yeah,
the benefits of drinking coffee go way beyond just that quick burst of energy.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that really jumped out at me from the articles and research you sent was this whole idea of coffee being beneficial for gut health.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, I never really made that connection before. Like,
Yeah.
I always thought about gut health in terms of like yogurt and probiotics,
Yeah.
you know?
Totally, yeah. But one of the sources you sent actually highlighted a specific type of coffee bean, green coffee beans.
Oh, interesting.
Now, these are unroasted coffee beans,
Okay.
and they're packed with these compounds called chlorogenic acid.
Chlorogenic acid. Okay, so that's a new one for me.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful.
It is.
But the thing is, it acts as a prebiotic.
A prebiotic. So I know probiotics are good for your gut, but
Yeah.
what do those do?
So think of prebiotics as like fertilizer for the good bacteria in your gut, right?
Okay, okay.
They basically provide nourishment for those good bacteria.
Got it.
So this chlorogenic acid in green coffee beans, it essentially helps those beneficial bacteria thrive.
Interesting.
And a healthy gut microbiome, like all those good bacteria in your gut, that's linked to everything from better digestion to a stronger immune system.
Wow, see, that's what I mean about the surprises. Never would have thought coffee could help with all of that. So really, it's not just about the caffeine. It's like you're actually feeding the good bacteria in your gut when you drink coffee.
Exactly. And it doesn't stop there, right? Your research also touched on coffee's connection to cognitive function.
Oh, right, right.
Now, we all kind of know about that caffeine boost. It helps us feel more alert, more focused. But some studies are actually suggesting that it's not just the caffeine that's at play here.
Really?
It might actually be coffee's antioxidants that are contributing to brain health as well.
Oh, it's interesting.
And they might actually play a role in protecting brain cells from damage.
So it's not just about like, feeling more awake.
Right.
It's potentially about like long-term brain health, protection in the long run.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know how sometimes you find yourself reaching for a cup of coffee before tackling a big project at work?
All the time?
Well, maybe it's not just about procrastination, right? Maybe it's about giving your brain that extra edge it needs to really focus and perform well.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And if we kind of zoom out and connect this to the bigger picture, those same antioxidants that benefit the brain are also linked to a reduced risk of some pretty serious chronic diseases.
Okay, like what kind of diseases are we talking about here?
So things like type 2 diabetes and certain types of cancer, the research is suggesting that coffee could potentially play a role in lowering the risk of developing these diseases.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that my daily coffee habit could actually be helping me to ward off serious diseases? That's a benefit I never even considered.
I know, right? And of course, more research is always being done.
Right.
But it's exciting to see how these everyday habits that we have, like enjoying a cup of coffee, can actually have such a profound impact on our health.
Yeah, that's really amazing.
It is.
So to wrap up, what have we learned today?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out that your coffee ritual might be doing a whole lot more good than you thought.
Yeah.
Not only can it jumpstart your day, help you focus, potentially boost your brain power, but it could also be a secret weapon for a healthier gut and maybe even play a role in preventing some serious diseases.
And that kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, what other everyday habits that we do, things we maybe take for granted, might actually have these surprising health benefits that we haven't even discovered yet. It's a pretty fascinating thought.
It really is. It really is something to think about. Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of coffee.
Of course.
We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration.
Sounds good.
All right. See you later.
See ya. Bye.